you are true to your own music and you don't try to sound like any other artists, and this is the hardest part, I think, when you listen to radio and sometimes you listen to a song and then you listen to another one and it's always sounds similar, something, I don't know, maybe it's the vocal treatment or the same producer that they work with, or so that is why now, with that in mind, more than ever, you have to stay true to your own, yourself. That's why I don't really, I mean, I evolve in my musical life, but I stay true. I try to be, I'm not trying to be
anything or to
Beyonce or whoever.
I think that can apply to everything in life, not just music. How do you stay relevant? How do you stay ahead of the competition? You can't look around you. You just have to keep your blinders on and just look forward.
I mean, today, if you want to listen to Sting, you know what you get, and you're not going to compare it to others. And just now, the public has easier access to it, so that's cool.
That's also good. So, talking about performing music, whenever you do a live show, there's some artists that I interview. They share with me some backstage rituals they have. Things they do an hour before they go on stage. Is there such rituals for you, before you go on stage? Or any specific requests when you go on tour, this has to be my changing room, besides sambal, of course?
No, actually, I'm quite low maintenance. I don't.
You didn't even touch the kueh lapis in your room. There was kueh lapis in the room, guys, and she didn't touch it, and I was looking at it so hungrily.
You could have it if you want.
I will.
You can bring it home.
Thank you.
No, I don't have it. I just sometimes the organizer always try to put me aside, and then my musicians on the other end of the building, and I hate that. And I want to be with my musicians, and we just joke around it. Because one thing that is important, playing music. We play music. It has to be fun, and that I've been with the same musician since 13 years now, where we love each other, where we just, there are a lot of many great musicians, but the ones who you can tour with, there's not so much, so that is important for me, that I like to keep that in my, they're my boys.
Nice. And do you feel obliged to sing your hit songs?
Obliged?
Yeah.
That is a wonderful obligation.
Because there's some bands like Radiohead, they just wouldn't do their hits,
That's too
What
bad.
do you think of bands who don't do it?
No, that's too bad, because it's something that you owe to the fans. If you're here, it's because they love your music, and there are some songs. I mean, when you're lucky, you have a hit. It's like a lottery, and I don't know. I think the amount of time that Rolling Stones play Satisfaction, or I don't know, Honky Tonk Woman, or you can't go. It's just impossible for me. It's like denying your own luck. So, and denying your own public. No.
Sure, no. Always. That's why we started with Snow on the Sahara.
Of course. Of course. It's like I'm singing it for almost the first
You stopped counting after 10. Always stop counting after 10. So as a judge and a mentor on Asia's Got Talent.
No, we only judge. We don't mentor.
Oh, you don't mentor? Okay. But you kind of do, though, when you kind of give them tips and everything, right?
Yeah.
So what is your definition of a talent?
Oh my goodness. Sometimes, you have that within you, you don't know it, you just have to. Some people have natural talent. No matter what they do to try to hide it or conceal it, it's bigger than themselves. And I know in this side of the world, people are shy. Life gets in the way, you get married, you take care of your kids and all that. And then actually you're such a great painter, or J.K. Rowling, she only wrote Harry Potter way.
She became a housewife.
Exactly.
And she was penniless.
So some people, I think you should really listen to what you like, what you love, because your talent is something that will liberate you. It makes you happy. So try to find a way to, find that purpose. I think everyone has a talent in something.
And what about as a judge, like when you look at someone that comes on stage, like how do you know that that person is a talent? Is it how this person makes you feel?
It's quite immediate actually when you see someone on stage and they only have a minute, 2 minutes to show us what they have. And some people, they have big talents but the delivery is wrong or not yet, or they couldn't overcome their nervousness, which is normal because you can only gain that with experience. But and sometimes we see that and we say that you have something but you're not ready. So work on it, come back to us again. Nice. In a year or something.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a fun question. I've always wondered. I've never personally paid to go into this place because it's so expensive, but I've seen photos and it creeped me out. We're talking about Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, and you have a wax statue in your likeness.
Yeah.
So how does that feel, like staring at you that's not moving?
That is, well, I will look like that forever. Forever young.
You look like that to me now, girl. I was like, what? Did I just travel back in time?
No, I was like, oh, she has more hair.
Did you have a say in like the creation of that wax figurine?
Well, it's very accurate. They literally measured everything. Well, on your face, like, and some other things.
No, my mind's like
only
racing.
things that can be seen.
Right. So you clearly haven't seen people try to like do things to the statue.
Yeah, the sitting actually took 4 hours.
Wow.
Where they just all over you, people you don't know and starts touching you, Yeah, hi. And but it was funny after so once that is done, they take photos of all sides and then they sent you like 2 or 3 months after they sent you the clay of your actual face without hair. and my God, I look like a Buddhist monk.
But a hot one?
No, I look so ugly in
no
guy, like a bald guy with nothing. It's extremely ugly. I'm undateable.
Sorry? Bald can be beautiful too.
Well, not this. No. I'm telling you, it's kind of creepy. And then I'm thinking, yeah, when is the next step going to happen? But no, it's fun. It's really, I'm super flattered to have my own statue.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm bragging.
I know you totally are. Please brag. There's too many people being PC in this world. It upsets me. Okay, I'm going to throw the question. We're going to open up the floor. We've got fans who flew in to be here. We've got some time for a few questions, I think. Okay. Well, if you have a question for Anggun, please raise your hand. We've got one hardcore fan over there and Baby Blue top.
Baby Blue top.
She's been like, oh my God.
I saw you last week, right? In KL.
Kamu cuci rambut hari-hari ya?
Aku cuci rambut setiap hari, harus. Dan selalu pakai kantin, makanya rambutnya bagus. Pertanyaannya itu aja?
Enggak, aku sebenarnya deg-degan. Kemarin kan kita jumpa, banyak yang ingin aku tanya sebenarnya. Tapi I just want you to know that I draw you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, Mbak.
Terima kasih ya.
Gila,
Terima kasih
mana
banyak.
kamu?
Benar.
Aku juga pakai pen.
Oh iya. Itu kan rambut kita sama.
Rambut